Kevin, I'll start with you. This movie has not only broken records internationally, but most importantly has become a cultural phenomenon. Michelle Obama has tweeted about this film. People show up, including today, people show up in African clothing. What was it like for you to have experienced this phenomenon that this film has become?
Well, it was a dream. I say we always have very high expectations. We set out to try to make a cultural impact with our films. This clearly was different. Nate Moore, our executive producer, in early conversations with Ryan Coogler, really said we want to do something different. This movie needs to be a big Marvel film. It needs to play globally, and I like the R around this beautiful theater because it makes me think of Ryan Coogler, whose heart and soul and everything he ever dreamed of as a child and every question of identity he ever had as a young man, he put into this film. And to see it, the world respond to it, is overwhelming.
Chadwick, this role, and pun intended, there's no black and white choices in your character. This is so complex, almost Shakespearean role. I mean, he's having to deal with the heritage of his father. He's dealing with country, world choices. Can you tell us about tackling this incredibly complex role?
Yeah, I think from the beginning, this movie, the idea of doing Black Panther was always about. We talked about creating a world and creating a culture, and it was something that I knew that I had to believe in. Like I had to believe that they worship Bast, that they have this technologically advanced society that also holds on to its tradition, so it has like this balance between the natural world and the scientific world. And there's also this idea of preserving the resources, the responsibility of vibranium, and what does all that mean in the context of colonialism, and what does it mean in the context of this nation who has never been conquered, and this huge responsibility that goes with that. And so for me, in order to tackle that, this fantasy, you also had to tackle history. You had to tackle, what African nations is this similar to? And so you have to look throughout the diaspora to find those things. And I think there's also, along with that complexity and the Shakespearean heightened aspect of the character, there's a physicality to it that goes with it. So we talked about a lot we talked about the need to show the king, but also to show the animal of the panther. And so it's a very difficult thing to tackle because there's so many different aspects to it. Dialect, and being authentic with that and finding something that couldn't run throughout the entire movie with all of the characters. So it was a huge task to take on, and I just love the fact that they were so supportive of that because it's something that has never been done before.